Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to our series showcasing some of the best young talent you can purchase on FIFA 19 for a Road to Glory League 2 career mode. Right, this episode is all about central midfielders and we have a fantastic list for you. All players that give above an 80 potential, so absolutely cracking. But I will prefix this video as I do with all of them by saying that some of these players will be available on mine and not on yours and vice versa. That's because every time you load a career mode, there's ever so slight differences. So if there is anyone I've missed, then please do drop them down in the comment section down below just to help out myself and of course everyone else watching the video. So without further ado, let's get into our transfer hub. And let me make sure it's sorted by the right way. There it is. Right, we start things off with Matty Daly from Huddersfield. Now, he was a player who, before the game came out, was rumoured to have quite a high potential, but that did get dropped down. It is still at 80, though, from a 59, which is pretty useful. If we have a look over here, it says the scout says we can buy him if we meet his release clause, which, to be honest, compared to some of the players we have on this list, his release clause is not really that a great a value for this player. If you do have the financial takeover and you want to go for him, then go for it, but I feel like there are better options further down the list that we can go for. We've got a look at his abilities, 2-star, and skill moves and a weak foot. He is only 59 rated, so nothing's really going to jump out too much at you, I don't think. But I say he's got an 80 potential, so if you've got the money or if Huddersfield have decided they want something less than his release fee for him, then it's definitely worth a purchase. Next up, Tobias Kristensen from IK Start over in Norway. Now this is a much better option. 61 current ability with an 80 potential, so same potential as Daly. But the value is between 300 and 470,000, which if you utilise your trade deals well, you can get for basically free, to be honest. He's in on an £880 weekly wage, so again, you'll be able to offer him probably around about the £1,000 mark. I wouldn't imagine you'd have to have much more than that, but he would be a very good, cheap option for you. Again, if we look at his stats, if I press the right button, which is that one, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Decent enough all-round stats, but 61 is not going to be outstanding. He's got decent balance. His acceleration, sprint speed, and agility are decent as well. Nothing outstanding at this level, but he's a pretty well spread out player, really. Nothing amazing, but will do you pretty well. I know my friend PJ Toby has purchased this guy in his career mode, and he is a real beast on the pitch, actually. He's doing really, really well for him. Next up on our list, then, we have Hugo Vetlesen. Now, this player was on our CDM list as well. Is available for between 620 and 810,000 pounds. He's got a current ability of 63, going up to an 81. So highest player we've seen so far, and he is a pretty good player. 3-star, 5'9", pretty decent. He's got some pretty good physical stats as well. He's some first greens in there. Good stamina, good jumping, good balance, good agility. And that stamina is actually going to come in very, very useful in League 2 because you'll be surprised how quickly your players do wear out. So having that stamina will be very, very good for you. His technical abilities are not fantastic, but you can train those pretty easily in the training centre. And I feel like Hugo Vetlesen would be a very useful player for your Road to Glory career mode. Next up then we have Lasse Sorensen from Stoke. 630 to 880,000, but once again with trades it could be a lot less than that. He has a current ability of 63 with a potential of 82, so higher than the previous guys we've seen. Stats wise, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot is pretty useful. If we go into the physical attributes, everything's pretty much good, but nothing great. Pretty well spread out player. And again, if you go into technical, it's that 70 short pass, 66 long pass. Decent tackling as well, which makes him really stand out for me. He's a real sort of boss in the midfield. I feel like maybe he is better suited to the CDM role because some of his attacking stats are not fantastic, but can be utilised in the central midfield role if that is what you need him to do. Next up then, we have got Nikolas Nartey from FC Cologne over in Germany. He is Danish. 690,000 to 850,000 pounds. 63 current ability up to an 81 potential, so a pretty useful player once again. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. 6'1", so pretty much quite a beast in that middle of the pitch. Good agility, balance and jumping. Okay acceleration, sprint speed. His strength and reactions are not great, but those are things that can progress over time. If we look at his technical ability, again he's got good ball control, good dribbling, good long pass, good short pass. The rest of his other stats aren't fantastic, so Again, he will take a bit of training, but he has got the stats exactly where you would want them for a midfielder for early on in the game. But as he progresses forward, I think he's just going to get better and better and could last you the entirety of your career mode. Next up then we've got Rakim Harper from West Bromwich Albion, 530 to 750,000 pounds on this one. Current ability of 63 with a potential of 81. Could be a very useful player again with utilising your trade deals. Again, he could be quite cheap. 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. His physical attributes are pretty decent again, nothing outstanding, but nothing terrible at the same time, so he's pretty much solid all round. And into his technical abilities, once again, good passing skills, good slide tackle skills, well actually, good shot power, good ball control. Really could be a quality box-to-box midfielder for you, really. He has the stats are spread out quite nicely. I wouldn't take a long shot with him though, unless you're really brave. And even he's finishing at 36 is pretty awful, so maybe I would try and keep him a bit more as a provider rather than a goal scorer, to be honest with you. Next on our list then is Harry Cochrane. I'm always confused as to pronounce this. Cochrane? Cochrane. I'm trying to avoid saying Cochrane, to be honest, but we'll go for it anyway. Harry Cochrane, he is 870 to 1.15 million. 64 current ability with 83 potential, so a very, very good player. Not the highest potential because we do have a stunning one right at the end, but very much up there, and a player I think I will be trying to purchase on my career mode. Again, if you utilise your trades well, you'll get him for very, very cheap. And again, 64 current ability, he would probably fit straight into your League 2 team now. And with that 83, you probably keep a hold of him for the entirety of the playthrough. And he does actually have a trait as well, which we'll look at in a second. 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot is pretty useful as well. His physical attributes are again pretty balanced. His strength is not great, to be honest, for a midfielder, so I wouldn't expect to see him in a defensive role or anything like that. I think he might be better off attacking, to be honest with you. His technical ability, again, very much more designed towards your more attacking midfielder than your defensive style, but that short passing at 72 might make him very, very creative as well. And the trait that he has is technical dribbler, which I've seen before on a player last year called Ockles, and hopefully Cochrane can utilise that same ability. I'm really butchering that name, I know I am. It always confused me. I'm sure it's Cochrane, I'm sure it is. Cochrane. I've got no idea. Tell me if I got that wrong, if I completely butchered it in the comment section down below either way. But yeah, definitely a player I'm going to be trying to buy in my Road to Glory career mode. Next up, a player that we brought last year as well, Dozzell. 950 to 1.15 million. Now, don't rush out and buy this guy. He's good, but 64 current up to 80. I don't think the value for money is there compared to some of the others that we have looked at on this list so far and are still to come. Looking at his attributes though, he is a 3-star skill move, 4-star weak foot, and he does also have a trait, which we'll look at in a second. He has got good physical attributes actually. His sprint speed and acceleration are pretty decent. His balance is very good as well. His stamina is okay. His strength and jumping isn't great. So again, I think he might be better suited to that cam role rather than the central midfield, but still pretty useful wherever you want to use him. Technical ability wise, he's got some very good abilities, and I think he probably would suit that that quite advanced playmaker role pretty well. His finishing's not great himself, and his head accuracy is not great. I don't think he's tall, so I wouldn't really want to get him in the box. But I think playing those through balls and trying to thread the strikers in, I think he could be a very effective playmaker for you. His trait is flair, which means, I'm assuming he gets to use more skill moves and that sort of stuff, I suppose, or we get to Pogba haircut, by the looks of it, either way. But yeah, I'm not quite sure I'm going to rush out and buy this guy straight away compared to some of the others on the list. If he does become available for cheaper, then it might be a great option, but at the moment, I feel like there are better options out there. So next we've got Flynn Downes. Again, very similar to Dozzell, plays for Ipswich as well. Same stats as well, actually, 64 up to an 80, and more or less the same value as well at 950k to 1.15. Again, I don't think it's worth the money compared to some of the other ones we've seen so far, and especially the one we're going to see at the end of this video. But he is there and available should you wish to use him. Looking at his abilities, 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. High attacking work rate, high defensive work rate is pretty useful as well. Pretty good physical attributes, not much that's dark orange apart from just attacking position and vision, which is not great if you want to play him as a playmaker, not having the great vision, I suppose. Aggression's pretty high, which I think might mean he's more of a liability to be sent off, but well, we'll have to test that as we go along, I suppose. I pressed the wrong button, well done. Well done, Shabby. Well done. Right. Into his technical attributes, again, it's pretty balanced, nothing outstanding. You might have to train him up just to get him to where you want him to be, but I think that's probably the best way if they've got good physical attributes and not great technical attributes, I think they're a lot easier to train than being the other way around, to be honest. But again, I think there are better players on this list than Flynn for the value. But if you've done a financial takeover and you're looking for extra players, then he's definitely there and available. Now, stop whatever you're doing and take note. This is the man. If you've started your career mode already and you've not signed this man, then simply go into the save files and delete all of them and start again. Because this is the man. Sandro Tonali. 66 current ability, 88 potential. Yes, you heard me right, 88 potential. This guy will literally be one of your best players for the entire playthrough. 66 overall means he'll slot into more or less any single League 2 team with absolutely no issues straight away and sort of be one of the top players in the league as well. And that 88 potential means he's basically going to be top class for the entirety of your playthrough. I mean, he's going to be world class when he reaches his potential, and it's very much doable, and he is available to sign for a League 2 team. Now, I've loaded this save file up as MK Dons just to prove it. He wants 1.4 to 1.9 million for his signing, which it seems very expensive at this level, but with trades, you might be able to get that a lot less. But I would just say drop whatever you get. Drop whatever you're doing and make sure you sign this guy, because he could be the linchpin of your entire career mode. He's absolutely outstanding, and I just, I'm in love with the man, I really am. Looking at his stats, 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He does also have a trait as well, which we'll look at in a second. Looking at his physical stats, everything is pretty good. Jumping and reactions, interceptions, attacking position needs a bit of a boost, but I think he's more of a defensive style player anyway, to be honest with you. More of your Andrea Pirlo, maybe. I look at his technical attributes. He's actually pretty good at everything apart from finishing and volleys. He's pretty handy at them all, and I'd be quite impressed actually. His short passing at 71 is very good as well, and he is going to be that sort of anchor man, just sitting in front of your defence and sort of mopping things up and playing it off to the probably more flair-wide players. He does also have a trait in long passing, which is going to make him better at that, I suppose, and again, sitting from that defensive midfield role, spraying the ball out wide to the faster, more creative players, Tonali is going to absolutely run your team. So if you've not signed him and you've just started a career, make sure you get him, or if you can't get him, just delete the save file and start again. That's all I can say. You're not going to want to miss out on a player who's got 88 potential that you can buy in League 2. Absolutely outstanding. Much, much better than what we ever got in FIFA 18. So that is our list of central midfielders that you can buy in League 2 Road to Glory style for FIFA 19. Of course, like I said, if I've missed any players, do drop them down in the comment section down below just to help myself and everyone else out who comes to the video. Talking to help myself out, if you can hit that like button, it would really, really help me out. It makes the video easier for other people to find. It helps grow the channel, that sort of other stuff. And of course, if you want to see some more of this playlist, or if you want to see some of these players in action, I am doing a career mode as well. Hit that subscribe button and check out what we have going on for you. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for the next video in this playlist, showcasing some of the best young talents for a FIFA 19 Road to Glory. I almost said something even wronger then. Bye!